What's going on, everybody? It's me, Etan Wish, and I have a very special interview today for UnderNYC.com. I'm sitting here with a multi-platinum selling performer. She's won 3 MTV awards for Best Danish Act. She also has won 8 different Danish Music Awards, which are the equivalent to the United States Grammys. And she's also won 2 Fashion Icon Awards. She's the most Googled and celebrated female artist in Denmark, receiving more airplay than anyone else this year. Thank you so much for being here. May I please introduce Medina?
Hi.
Hello, how's everything going?
I'm good.
That's good. How are you enjoying New York so far?
I'm loving the snow.
Yeah,
It's snowing like crazy today, and I've been loving it. I've been stuck in traffic all day.
Oh yeah, that's one of the perks of being in New York City for sure.
Yeah.
We always have the traffic.
I love it here. I love it.
It's very good. I'm happy that you're here with us today. You're here in America. You're touring, promoting your new album, Forever, which was just released by Ultra Music. How has the reception been so far here in the United States?
Well, I've been busy with 1,000 other things, but I'm quite excited about the single Fool that is going to be released now. I'm not sure about the date, but we got a few very good trap remixes and stuff like that, and I heard that the DJs really like it, so I'm excited to just check up on it the next couple of weeks, I think. It's always like after a month, you know what
Right.
the reception is. So,
Well,
but people are happy. All my fans are happy. So,
definitely. You just mentioned you're doing like a million other things. What are some other things that you're doing while you're here?
well, I just had a show in Chicago last Saturday. I'm quite busy all the time. So I'm very much just okay. I'm gonna look a day ahead, and that's what I'll do. I'm gonna go completely nuts if I have to just look a week ahead. I'm not able to do that. So yeah, I'm just trying to stick to like maximum 2 or 3 things at a time. And I just finished touring. I had a German tour, and then I had a Danish tour before that. So it's just an ongoing crazy love story.
Yeah, love story. It is. Just like a lot of your songs have to do with that too. I love the lyrics that you put out there, which actually brings me to the question of actually translating your songs from the Danish version to the English version. My question for you is: Did any of the meaning of the songs get lost in translation for you?
Actually, they didn't. We've been very picky about the translating. I write everything myself, and the English songs that are just English songs, not just translated, I write myself or with writers. But the translated songs are actually the only songs that I don't touch myself. We give it to someone else to translate, and then we get like 1,000 different versions, and then we pick the best one and correct it a little bit, because it's just too much for me to. Everything is so personal for me, and it's just. I don't know. It would be too hard for me to translate it myself. So that's the only thing I leave for others to do.
Do you ever find yourself wanting to sing the Danish versions while you're on stage singing in English, or is it easy for you to?
I must
to mold
say,
into
after just finishing a 20 days tour in Danish and going straight, like the week after, you go straight to rehearsal, straight on tour for 2 weeks, and you do the whole shit in English. You really have to stay sharp. You really have to concentrate and stay focused, because otherwise it's really hard to just switch like that from day to day. And I've been quite fucked about it a few times.
They catch you off guard on stage, or just go with the flow?
I just go with the flow, but sometimes I seriously forget the lyrics because I'm like, oh, where am I? Danish, English, what is it? What is it? And I just hand over the mic to my crowd, and they will always let me know what's the next word. So
Oh wow, that's very cool. Yeah, you definitely have a great audience. Your fans are amazing to you, and you're so amazing to your fans. You know, you have a really good reputation online with them. How do you find that that your relationship with them progresses as you continue growing, as your name gets bigger?
Um, well, I guess it gets bigger and bigger, but it's just a number. I still feel as close to everyone, and I'm very focused on communicating with my fans, and I answer fans almost every day, mostly on my Instagram though. Otherwise, I do on Twitter. Facebook is a bit hard because right now I have like a 500,000 followers on the fan page, and I mostly just like comments in there, and then the fans can see it. But I do comment a lot on the Instagram and Twitter as well. It's easy, and it's you can answer quick, and it's just easier than Facebook, I think. It's important to me to have this communication with my fans, and they love it. So.
Absolutely. So going back to your music, all of your lyrics feel like they directly relate to you and your life. Where do you draw inspiration for writing them?
Just my life. It's not that hard. I'm an easy writer. As soon as I hear something, some kind of a snip from something they started producing, I just know if I like it or not, and then I have a song in my head immediately, and I write it, and we record an hour later. So sometimes I get stuck, of course, but it's just there. So it's not that hard. And it's my life I write about, and my friends, and things I dream of, and just everything around me. So it is what it is.
I'm kind of curious about the song Addiction. I actually heard that song a while back without even realizing who I was listening to. And then, now, oh my God, now I'm sitting here with you. It's really cool. But that song always struck a bell out to me because I wasn't sure exactly what it was about. What were you thinking about when you were writing it?
I was actually thinking about, I was going through a very hard time with the whole being famous thing in my country, and because I'm so addicted to what I do. I'm so addicted to this life that I live, and to my fans, and making music and doing exactly what I love so much. But being addicted to something, like the word addiction it has like this negative ring to it. And there are the good sides and the bad sides, and I'm such a sensitive person, so it was about being addicted to something that really hurts me sometimes, and it's so hurtful to read like bad comments, and read like comments from seriously evil people. Like, people can be so mean because they're hiding behind their screens, and they just fire loose, and I'm too sensitive to handle it, and I still am, but I'm growing with it. But it's about my addiction to the life that I love so much.
Very cool. Just speaking about some of the people that say negative things to you, and there's a lot of those trolls out there. People on the internet, they can hide behind the screen. What are those the only roadblocks and difficulties that you've had with your growing career?
Well, with being me comes all the tabloids shit. And that's hard to handle, difficult to handle, which is something I'm also just trying to grow with and getting better, knowing how to handle it and stuff like that. I think I'm just a human being, so sometimes it's not, that fun, and I have good people around me trying to protect me and take the punches that comes with it sometimes. But no matter what, I love more things about this whole thing than all the negative stuff. I just think that depending on the person you are, it takes years to get used to and learn how to cope with it, and just accepting the fact that, I don't know, they live off making up stories and lies and fucking up your life completely, trying to though. So that's how it is.
What would you say to those people now?
Well, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for people who has to make a living of trying to put other people in misery. Like, how can you live with yourself? I don't get it. I feel sorry for people who are seriously working those kind of places and writing lies, making up lies and stories. It's too weird for me. Like, how can you be a happy person? I don't get it. But that's their life, not mine.
So what's the largest crowd you've ever performed for, and what was it like stepping out in front of them?
Well, I do perform quite large crowds. 20, 40,000 is I've done that quite a few times now, I must say. But the largest crowd was actually when I was doing an appearance on a Danish festival called Roskilde with deadmau5. He was there performing on the big stage, and it was like 65,000.
Wow.
It's one big blur. Like, after 10, 20,000, it's just people. So I actually prefer a bit smaller, like 5,000, because then you can almost see everybody. And it's important to me to feel connected to the people, even in the back. Sometimes when they're too far away, it's just, you can't even see me, like good enough. Well,
That's the way festivals go sometimes, yeah.
yeah, well, that's fun.
So among deadmau5, you've also worked with other artists like Wolfgang Garter and Teeny Tempa. Do you have any plans to collaborate with other artists?
Yeah, well, we're planning, but sometimes there are always crazy schedules that you have to match with other artists, and they have singles, I have singles coming out here and there, so it's like sometimes it's almost impossible to make things work sometimes. But we do talk about people we want to work with and try to make it work, but I'm also not just going to work with anyone. We do get offers, and then we think about it, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But it's not anything I can talk about right now.
What about artists that you specifically want to work with, maybe that haven't put that offer forward?
Well, I have 1,000 people I would love to work with. But people that I listen to myself personally right now would be someone like Tiger or something. I like him. He's got edge.
Yeah, you like rap and
I love
R&B.
rap music. Yeah, that's what I listen to.
Oh, that's like the whole iPod is like that. So
Yeah.
very cool.
Straight up, no EDM.
All gangsta.
Well, I don't know. I just like the music. It's mellow. It's lean, and I chill with it.
Me too. I love the R&B. Anything to do with a little bit of jazz or
Yeah, I love
anything
jazz
with
too.
that kind of tempo. Yeah. Oh,
And classical music, actually.
oh, absolutely. That's awesome. Very cool. Do you listen to that on the iPod too, or is that
Yeah.
just when it comes to the radio when it's
Yeah.
on? Oh.
It's R&B, hip hop, jazz, or classical. So that's a great mix.
That's eclectic. Yeah. Very cool. Now that you've been around all of these names and all of this fame for the past few years, is there anyone that you've come across that still leaves you starstruck? If you've ever even been like that.
I'm not the starstruck type of person. I think I was maybe a little bit starstruck when I saw Jodie Foster she was working out next to me. It's like, what the fuck? And the day after she won that award some kind of iconic award or something at the last year at the Oscars or something. At some kind of award show. She won some great award. And I was like, yay. I worked out with her yesterday. That was nice.
That's awesome. Well, that's good. That shows you're a very down-to-earth person. You know, we're all human beings in the end, so it's good. It's a good take on it. So now that you've toured quite a bit and you've played sold-out shows, you've played in front of these huge crowds. Do you have a favorite country to perform in?
I do not have a favorite country because I think where I go, my fans follow, and people are the same, and no matter where I go, like my fans are so dedicated and they really move me every time. So it's hard to say because I always have a special moment with one or a couple fans each place. So I don't know. I can't say. The world?
The world works. We'll go with the world.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, is there anywhere that you would like to travel that you haven't had the privilege of yet?
I'd love to go to Australia. It's so beautiful there, and we've been trying to book a tour now for, I don't know, for like 3 years, and I haven't had the time. So we're trying to make time and space in my calendar this year for the States and the rest of the world. So I don't know when it's going to be. I'll be back here in April.
Okay. Where in the States?
I don't know anything about it yet. They're planning it as we speak, actually. So
it's exciting.
I'll let you know.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Is it all work and no play while you're on the road, or do you get to go out and check out the different sites that you go to?
Well, on this trip, we've had like a 1.5 day off. So we've been walking around, seeing New York, shopping a little, having great dinners and cocktails. It's been nice to have time off and see the city. Last time I was here, all I saw was New York from my window, from my driver's car. So that wasn't really much fun. No, I shot a video. I didn't even have 1 hour off. I flew in, shot, out again. But I love having time to see where I am, like to explore the cities. But most of the time I don't have the time.
So you grew up in a very cultural household, very musical household. Both your parents were musicians, and also from 2 different countries, from Chile as well as from Denmark.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. So what was your cultural upbringing like?
Very free, I would say. My parents are not Christian or Hindu or Muslims or anything. They're just free and very, let's say, free-minded. We had like this music room in the basement, and they played every Wednesday night. And of course I couldn't sleep, so I was always sitting down there. I sat on the drum, listening to them until I had to go to bed. And I've always been the kind of person who I needed to see the world, so I just walked. And I got lost all the time, and I had to call my parents, and they had to come find me somewhere. But they let me do it, which I think is a good thing. They've never worried too much about me, because I always find my way back.
How much of a role did they play in your musicality and where you are today?
Well, it's everything. I mean, they still play on different instruments, and they're still very musical on each their way. But I mean, of course, if I didn't grow up with music, I don't know how I would have been today. Who knows? Maybe boring. I don't know.
Somehow I doubt that, but who knows? When were you first introduced to electronic music?
That was 5-6 years ago, it just happened. I just ended up going to different clubs than what I used to do, and it was like minimal French deep electronic evil EDM, if you can call it that. Just electronic house music, and it just did something to me. I wasn't the happiest person on earth back then, and it just spoke to my heart. Like, it was so evil and deep without words. It just captured my soul right there, and just there are so many words in that music, and you don't even have to have vocals on it. I don't know, it just spoke to me.
And is that when you decided that you would start singing with the electronic music behind you, or with your music?
Yeah, it actually was. It was in 2007. We started playing around with that, and it just worked out perfect. And I'm that kind of writer. I write pop songs, and I guess the mix of that just did something that nobody had heard before back then. So it was a fun mix of two very different things.
So at the same time as being a pop music icon, you're also highly recognized in the fashion world. You grace the covers of fashion magazines such as Elle, as well as being the face of companies like Reebok and the jewelry line of Cranston Ziegler. Were you always interested in fashion growing up?
Yes. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, so I always I got a job so that I could afford the same clothes as my friends, but I could never even afford it because I don't know how they got their money, but I just bought something that looked like what they had, and I tried to sew it, and like I cut it, and I always tried to be creative to make it look like what they had, and so I guess it's been something I've always thought was interesting. And then I started once on this school, designer school, and at one point I even made money off sewing the pants and dresses and stuff for my friends.
Oh, wow.
So that was fun. But I've always loved it, and I think it's interesting, but not that much that I'm completely what do you call it, like obsessed with the whole fashion world. I don't look up the newest trends. I just buy what I like. If I see something I like, I get it. Doesn't matter what brand it is or where it's from. Just yeah.
So what came first, the modeling and the fashion designing, or the music that you were producing? More in the sense of the professionalism behind it.
Oh, okay. Well, music, I would say, because the model thing wasn't something I did like constantly. So it's just here and there. Music.
Well, it sounds like you definitely have an eye for fashion. Is there any future ideas for your own fashion line that you will design?
I would love to do one, but I think it takes a lot of time, and I do have a lot of things to do right now. I just came out with a perfume and a whole makeup line, and I have another perfume coming out in April. So I'm quite busy with that, and I need to keep my integrity and just focus on what's important now, and I need to have the time to do that whole fashion thing, and I don't have that right now. Also, the day I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it for men's fashion, actually. There's so much for women out there. I think it's time for you guys to get some good shit.
It's about time.
Yeah.
I don't just need some ripped jeans or something I'm paying some extra money for. I want
I
something
can
cool.
rip your jeans if you want.
If it makes it worth more, cool. Why not? How do you get to combine your fashion sense and or fashion industry and your music together?
Well, that's easy. I have to get dressed every day, so. And this is what I dress like. I always wear 1,000 things on my hands, and I like.
Can you hold it up for the camera? Show. There it is. Yes.
It comes natural, I guess. I'm just being me, so yeah, that's easy.
Do you get to choose your own wardrobes for stage and music
Yes.
videos and all of that?
Yes. Of course, I do have a stylist on shoots and video shoots and stuff like that, but I always have the last say. I would never even, nobody can ever put me in something I don't like. Not even on fashion shoots for other magazines. I don't do that. So, yeah. I know what I want.
So moving forward in your career, what are some of your aspirations and goals?
Well, I've reached 1,000 goals, but you keep on dreaming and I don't know. I have so many things I want to do, and I'm totally living the dream right now because all doors are open. Otherwise, I will open them. So I guess I'm just taking it one step at a time, and I'll get to do everything I want to do before I die. So, and like I said, I keep dreaming. So tomorrow I might have a new dream. So it's hard to say. Like, I'm totally doing everything I want to do right now.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What can we expect next? Is there anything that you can release that you could tell us about?
Oh my God, I'm working on my next album, and I just can't wait to release it. I tested one of the songs actually in Chicago last Saturday. It was crazy. They didn't know it was a new one. They were like, "Oh, what's this? It's nice," and people were just dancing. It was so good to hear it, like to play it out in front of 3,000 people, and they were just, yes. I can't wait to release it. That's something I can't wait to do.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Cool. In closing, tell us where we can find you online, where we could expect to see you, and let everybody know.
Well, I'm gonna post a picture of you and I on my Instagram, which is official Medina Music, from this interview, and on that there's this info box on top. You can see all my info. I'm on Facebook. It's called Medina Music. I have my page there, and on Twitter it's maybe Medina Music as well. I don't remember.
Check it out on the Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all the links are there, and you'll find everything you need. So, yeah. I guess Instagram is the easiest place to be because it's just info and pictures.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
Really
Thank you
appreciate
for
everything.
coming. Thanks.
Absolutely. Well, this has been Medina with Etan Wish for undernyc.com, and we'll catch all you guys next time.